What's up, everyone, and welcome to the very first Threefold Summer Series. My name is Adnan, and I have the pleasure today of being your host to talk to you about Token Talks. Now, before I get started, I want to say a few words about the Threefold Summer Series. It's really all about the core team members connecting with our community, and we have lots to share with you this summer. In fact, if you haven't signed up to FREEFLOWPAGES.com, which is our private social spaces, and that's FREEFLOWPAGES with an F, please do so, because that is where you're going to get the latest updates fresh off the press from all the core team members as they happen. All right, I have a lot to cover today, and I'm really excited to talk to you about what we've been doing regarding the tokens and all the stuff that will help drive liquidity. So here we go. Before we get started with the token updates, I think it's important to do a quick refresher course for those who've just recently joined our community. I think the best place to start is, what problem is Threefold trying to resolve? There is $1 trillion problem out there for the cloud industry. And for those who don't know what the cloud industry is, that's okay. It's basically what powers all the services, applications, cat videos, and stuff that we love online. Now the problem is that cloud today is based on big data centers. And those data centers are these big warehouses that just can't scale to meet the demand of the future. They're very centralized, they take a lot of power, expensive, and extremely complicated to manage. So because of that, we have this $1 trillion gap that needs to be filled by all this demand that's happening from edge computing to AI to IoT sensors and more. So what has Threefold done to resolve this problem? This is where it gets crazy, because the technology that powers the Threefold grid is very similar to the way the automotive industry has been revolutionized by self-driving cars, because the Threefold grid is indeed self-driving. And that means you have this digital little avatars that do all the maintenance, load balancing, and represent individuals and businesses online in an autonomous way. And this really helps the internet scale beyond the limitations of this multi-trillion-dollar problem. And some of the benefits of that are low cost of operation, low cost of internet capacity. It's really green because it has really small form factors. It doesn't have to be in these big data centers anymore. It becomes more hack-proof because there are no longer people managing these networks. And the cool thing is, it's not even just being used by cloud industry. It can be used by content providers. It can be used by other blockchain protocols looking to scale past the limitations of their own nodes. So this is a really exciting technology platform, and the Threefold token fits right on top of all of that. I put this slide together because I just really wanted to give people a more tangible visual representation of what the token is. And if you sort of look at it kind of like how we sell back energy from solar panels, it's a very similar economic system that's being done with the internet capacity. We're selling back storage and compute, which is really what is IT energy. It's what you need to build applications and tools on top of the internet. So what is the Threefold token? It's a medium to buy and sell this internet capacity, the most affordable, decentralized, and autonomously driven internet capacity. So it's a really powerful token because it really rests at the heart of this digital economy built on the foundation of a very scalable internet platform. So what makes the Threefold token unique is the fact that this is a token of the future internet. It's where the internet is going, it's where the internet needs to be, and we actually have a solution to make the internet scale to meet the demand of this multi-trillion-dollar market. And the token is the medium of exchange of that affordable, inclusive, and also green IT capacity. Token stats. Currently the price that's being sold by the majority of farmers is 12 cents. We do have an active exchange that we had early on, which is selling tokens, I think, at a volume of $200 per day. Very low at the moment, so there are some lesser amount of tokens that are being sold at a lower value. The amount of capacity that we have at the moment is about $70.5 million, and that's over 5 years of revenue. We also have about 186 million tokens amount out there that's liquid. And we have a market cap of about 36 million. So it's still very low because it's still the beginning and nobody knows about us yet, but that's all about to change. We have 14.6 thousand cores, compute cores out there, and about 79 petabytes. And already, as we mentioned before, we have about 10 times more capacity than any of the competitors out there in the same space. Before diving into the exciting stuff, let's quickly review what we've accomplished so far. And before I get started, I want to thank the community. Thank you very much for all your support. This list of accomplishments would have never happened without you. And I think it's important that we acknowledge that because you have been so patient and so supportive in helping us build this dream of a new decentralized internet, and we're now making it a reality. In 2018, thanks to you, we were able to launch our blockchain, and the token was born thanks to the early capacity that was added to the network. In Q3 2018, we launched our atomic swaps, which were now a very technical command line based feature. And by that time, we had already rolled out about 10 times capacity compared to the rest of the market that are competing with us in the blockchain space. We made some amazing partnerships towards the end of 2018, one of them being HPE, which is really supporting our technology and will help us in the future in rolling out hardware. In 2019, in Q1, we activated our token minting, which means that all capacity is able to generate tokens directly into wallets of farmers, and this is a huge step for us. And in Q2, we launched a beta version of our grid for technical users, and that is really a big milestone for us because it allows those technical users to do some test nets on top of the grid before we go commercial. Let's talk about liquidity. It's probably one of the most important topics that you want to know about. And it's really all about how easy is it to go in and out of the ThreeFold token. And what we have done is focus our energies on a long-term strategy. It's really all about a solid roadmap, developing really strategic partnerships that want to use the ThreeFold token platform, and about use cases that are really demanded. And of course, that coupled with a really new marketing team. So let's get started with the first approach to what we've done to try and boost liquidity. I'm excited to announce that we have a new extended marketing team, and they're really a talented bunch of people who are helping us not be the best kept secret. And the best thing about them is they're helping us decomplexify our messaging, unify our stories, and really helping us to communicate with you much better. And I think and this video is a testament to their efforts to help us communicate with you in a better way. We've just launched ThreeBot, and ThreeBot is that little digital avatar that works online to help make the ThreeFold grid self-driving or autonomous. And that's crazy because that's what makes the ThreeFold internet scale beyond the barriers of the cloud industry. So this little robot is now going to represent you online, and it does some pretty cool things. Today what it does is basically is an identity manager, but in the future it'll manage your data in an automatic way. It'll keep your stuff private and put you at the center of the universe. So we're really excited to see some further developments. I'll mention more about the ThreeBot release in the upcoming roadmap. All right, let's talk about OpenMeet. OpenMeet is probably one of the most exciting developments on the ThreeFold grid because it's a decentralized video and chat platform. It's all about open communication in a peer-to-peer method, and it is going to break the internet. People, this thing is really about open communication channels. It does it in such a unique way where it really uses the nodes on our grid to be able to create an efficient, low bandwidth communication connectivity, and it's going to be amazing when it's live. We got to see the alpha version in Spain, and I'm telling you, people were clapping because this thing is really, really hot. The cool thing about it is it uses ThreeFold tokens, and it's super cool because that's how you pay to use the services on the network. All right, guys, this is probably one of the most exciting announcements I have to tell you because it's all about connecting the ThreeFold token to other markets, new audiences, and being able to make it much more liquid. A company called NBH Digital will be building an alternative decentralized banking wallet, which will put the power of banking in your pocket and on your mobile phone. So basically, all you need to do is go into physical gold and go through their KYC process, and then you'll be able to go into a digital gold, digital euro, and a ThreeFold token, all in a click of a button, all running on top of our ThreeFold grid and interchanging transactions in a peer-to-peer method using atomic swaps. This will also be supported with a Forex market, which will be connected to the application as an added financial service to expand the market exposure of the ThreeFold token and other digital currencies listed on there. This is absolutely mind-boggling. I can't believe that this happened and they've agreed to do it so fast. The first release is coming out very soon, and I'm going to talk about it in the roadmap right now. Now, remember at the beginning of my token talk, I mentioned FREEFLOWPAGES. And it is a private social space, but it's a lot more than that. The very first version that we're releasing right now is still a rough diamond, but the future version is going to include a decentralized communication tool, the OpenMeet. It's going to include the digital wallet that you saw, the NBH digital wallet right there on your screen, so you can trade value and exchange with anybody you want all over the world. And it'll all be running on top of our grid and using the ThreeBot. So let's go through the ThreeFold ecosystem roadmap. In Q3 2019, NBH Digital will be launching the first version of their wallet, which will have a ThreeFold token side by side with a Euro and Gold token. This will be interchangeable and attached to a Visa debit card, so you can spend them wherever you want. OpenMeeting will also be launching their video and chat platform. I'm really looking forward to that one because we'll be able to communicate with anybody you want all over the world. ThreeBot will have a more robust version. It'll do a lot more than identity management. It'll protect your data and work for you on the grid to protect your identity and interchange value for you. FREEFLOWPAGES will be renamed to Open Pages, and this will be an advancement on the social spaces that where you're going to be getting your updates currently today. It'll also have your value exchange, your social spaces, as well as communication tools for you to talk and video chat with whoever you want all over the world. So this is really a good combination of all the technologies coming together on top of our grid. In Q4 2019, TF Grid goes commercially live, and that is super exciting. That means developers from all over the world will be able to access the ThreeFold grid and build some amazing tools and applications to help drive a new decentralized digital economy. Just want to thank you for joining me on Token Talks. It's been an absolute pleasure giving you these updates. Looking forward to our other core team members who will be dropping in videos later this week to update you about their progress. I'll be available on the ThreeFold token section of FREEFLOWPAGES. If you want to give me any comments or suggestions for content, I would love to hear from you. At the end of this month, I'll be doing a live video conference where I'll be able to do a Q&A with you directly. Really looking forward to talking to you, and until then, have a lovely day. Talk to you soon.